0792144.
AskingRadio.com app available on Android and iOS devices. Download now.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky. Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show this Thursday afternoon. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and SPEEDy Post is that show where we bring you social media moments. We take posts from social media that sparked a lot of reactions or held a lot of conversations, and then bring them to you, and also get to hear your opinion on our topic of discussion. And this afternoon as well, a post on social media that caught my attention. That is what I'll be sharing with you. So as usual, pay attention and understand the story. And as soon as I'm done sharing this particular post, you can start calling in to be part of the show. Now, a popular Nigerian music artist has sparked a heated conversation online after saying during a podcast that Nigeria is currently experiencing something, what he called an Olodo uprising. And according to him, these days, society no longer celebrates academic excellence the way it used to. Instead, people who can just grab attention on social media, come and do anything, come and dance, or just come and shout or even insult people, become the biggest role models, making many young people believe that they don't really need an education to succeed. And as expected, the comment section was on fire. Some people agreed with him and even brought up the popular streamer he mentioned. They argued that now that he has made the money and become successful, the next thing should be to further his education. That is what some people were saying. Even though you have made the money through content creation, the first thing would have been to further his education, because he is not educated, and people can actually hear him, you know, the way he talks, the kind of decision he makes. According to them, fame and money may not last forever, but the knowledge stays with you. And then we have other side of people others who completely disagree. They say that people are putting too much value on certificates when there are graduates roaming around the streets without jobs. And according to them, money opens doors that certificates cannot. And they argue that if someone has built a successful career, especially legally, and is financially comfortable, what exactly is the education supposed to add? Some even said that if they had to choose between being rich right now without a degree and even having several degrees, without financial stability, the choice is obvious. Now, that is what we are going to be talking about today, this particular post. And if you didn't understand so well, popular Nigerian artists, music artists, said that these days it's more like people are leaning more towards what he called Olodo uprising. They are no longer placing importance when it comes to education and then people even learning something. Instead, everyone wants to become that person that maybe just goes on social media and then maybe even insults people, talks anything that they want to talk, or just do things that, content that doesn't make sense. And then that is what people are glorifying. And some persons were against him, like, hey, it doesn't matter. Everyone is about the money these days. The certificate, the education doesn't matter because the money is coming anyways. Now, that is what we are going to be talking about today. Once someone has become financially successful, is formal education still necessary? Some persons were saying that is an important part that you can never skip, and others remain that is money that people are going to school, furthering education and stuff for. So it's not necessary. Can money actually ever replace the value of education? If someone has already achieved success without that formal education, should they still be encouraged, to actually go back to school, or just getting rich and maybe just doing the whole, things, the activities online? Everything is considered content these days, even if it's just noise. So should that be enough, because it's putting food on the table, because it's making them money, then the education is not required. Now, at this point, you also can call in and be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 0807 Speed FM. That's 0807 773 3336. It's 0807 773 3336. Is education still important? Even when someone is already rich, you already have money, is that education still important? Why is it important if you're saying so? Let us hear what your thoughts are on our topic of discussion this afternoon on Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And in the meantime, as I wait for your calls to come in, I'm going to be reading out some of the comments, that people actually made on that post. There were actually a lot of comments, but I actually just took some of the ones that I thought you people might want to actually hear. And then a comment said he didn't lie. These days, some children want to become the so-called content creators before they even know how to read properly. Everybody just wants to go viral and make the money, and then once they have made the money, nothing really matters. And that is what people are calling inspirational. And then someone else says people keep saying education is everything, but graduates are the ones submitting CVs to people who never stepped into a university. Let's be honest. And some persons were even bringing up the fact that this streamer, he actually mentioned that people are glorifying, instead of since he's not even educated and people are glorifying, he mentioned someone mentioned the fact that, okay, there was a time that he actually said he was employing, this person we are talking about, who is not educated. He said he was looking for a driver and he would pay ₦1 million monthly, and then people who were educated, people who went through all the processes, university processes and all of that, were rushing to him to actually apply. Like, he kept people out there trying to apply for that same job. So someone even brought that up, and the question remains, like, can money ever replace the value of education? Once someone has become financially successful, is education still necessary? Let us hear what you think on about our topic of discussion this afternoon on Speedy Post. Number for you to call is 0807 773 3336. That's 0807 773 3336. It's Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And my name is Marysyntia Hangeior with you on the show this afternoon. And then I go on with the comments because they were quite interesting and quite a lot. And then someone else says the streamer he mentioned has already made millions. Hello?
Good afternoon, Marysyntia.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to the show, Georgina. Where are you calling us from today?
It's a high level.
All right. Could you speak up louder?
For me, we call your money.
Speak up louder, Georgina. Speak up louder. Yes, go on.
Money can replace your educational qualification because some people have money, but there are some places that you cannot enter if you're not educated.
Mm-hmm.
You need an educated person to put you through. So you need that education. No matter the money you have.
Okay.
You need the education.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Help you. Education. Money is good, but education is better.
All right. Thank you so much, Georgina, for calling in to be part of the show. It's Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and my name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And we just got our first caller, Georgina, who says money is important, but for her it can never replace that education, and that just matches with a comment I saw here. Money is important, but education is something nobody can take away from you. Fame doesn't last forever. So you also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0807 773 3336. It's 0807 773 3336. Call in and let us hear what you think. And if you just joined, you don't know what we are talking about, well, it's Speedy Post, and today we have come with a social media post as well, where a popular Nigerian music artist sparked a heated conversation online after saying during a podcast that Nigeria is currently experiencing what he called an Olodo uprising. That people are just glorifying the people that are coming to do nothing. People are displaying ignorance and then illiteracy, and then that is what younger people are even aspiring to be. I want to become that kind of content creator as well. And according to him, these days society no longer celebrates academic excellence the way it used to. Instead, people who can grab attention on social media are becoming the biggest role model. Someone looks at this person, oh, the person is always coming on social media to insult girls, the person is always insult boys, the person is always coming to maybe talk about this particular kind of issues, distracting issues, and that is the person that becomes a role model. And as expected, the comment section, some persons agreed, some persons disagreed, and they argue that even if he has made money, it's still important that he undergoes that education, and then people should stop glorifying all this success. Even if someone has made money, the person still needs education. Hello? All right, Georgina, could you speak up louder?
Yes, I have an instance. In my locality where I come from, in West,
Hello? All right, you can still call us back and be part of the show. It's 0807 773 3336. 0807 773 3336. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. Yes. What?
Yeah, I'm calling from Coca-Cola Makodi.
All right, and what's your name?
My name is Igbi.
All right, welcome to the show.
Yeah. For me, I think that degree is more preferable than having money well. The money you have, some people with the money they have will not last long. It might finish along the way, but certificate, you have it. It's a private one that you have it for a long period of time. You can apply for a job anywhere else.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. It's Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and you also can call in and let us hear what you think, concerning this particular post, and then what some people were actually insinuating online. Let us hear whatever you think about it. Hello? All right, you can still call back and be part of the show because we cannot hear you. And I'll go on with reading these comments because a lot of comments were there. If you have come across that post, then you know how much comments, how many comments were actually there. And someone says, I actually think that he should go back to school.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
This is the voice of Georgina calling back.
All right, welcome back to the show.
In my local government, where I come from, my world in particular. Yes. There is a man. He wasn't, he's the most richest man in my country. But not educated. Then. So when he discovered that, I have all this money, yet I don't have paper, I don't have anything. He started the school from the scratch, inside his room. Got teachers, they started teaching him. And now, guess what? He's now a graduate. Okay. Yes. The man owns microfinance bank. He opened account for people in Nata. What some educated people cannot be able to do. But he has the knowledge. Okay. Yes. He has the wisdom, even though he don't have the paper. But now, with the money, he used it to get paper. So why did he get those papers? He knows that there is value in that paper. Okay. If not, he has all the money that he needs. All right. Education is very, very paramount. So nobody should lie to you that I have all the money, so I will not. You no need. Okay. You need that paper in some circumstances. Okay. You will need it. Yes. All right. I don't play with my education. All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show once again, Georgina. Now, you also can call in and let us hear your opinion. And the number for you to call is 0807 773 3336. That's 0807 773 3336. And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. And in the meantime, I'll go on with the comments. Some people said, stop insulting people who found another path to success. Not everyone is meant to become a doctor, lawyer, or engineer. As long as they have been able to find that path to success and they have made the money, why would you force them to have an education? Because people have been bullying people like him for a while now to actually go get an education, even though they have money. So you can still call in and let us hear what you have to say. And if you met us halfway, we are talking about a social media post where a Nigerian artist in a podcast said that Nigeria is experiencing what he called an Olodo uprising. If you have seen that maybe going viral and a lot of people talking about it and you don't know what it actually means or what they have been saying, here is what it means. According to him, these days society no longer celebrates academic excellence the way that it used to be. Instead, people who can grab attention on social media by doing literally anything, just coming to say anything, are the ones that are becoming the biggest role models. Whatever they are doing, people just laugh about it, and then someone is aspiring, I want to become like this person and be famous and have all this money on social media. And as expected, the comment section, people had a lot to say. Hello. Some persons were saying hello. Yes, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name?
Afternoon, my name is Gabriel Ombugus.
All right. Well, where are you calling from, Gabriel?
I'm calling from Okiporo here now, close to Fidelity Bank.
All right. Welcome to the show, Gabriel.
Thank you. I just want to chip in on concerning this topic. It's very, very important. Even though we always see money is very, very good, but we use education to polish ourselves. But education, we should not take education as a yardstick for us to make money. It will not. Okay. Because I could remember when I read one novel, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I know what that book was telling me. When a little boy was looking. He wanted to get a bicycle. He now asked the father that the father should buy a bicycle for him.
Mm-hmm.
The father now asked him how much is the bicycle, and he said the bicycle is 9,000. The father decided to give the small boy the 9,000 and told him that I'm not giving you this money for you to go and buy the bicycle. Go and trade with this money. Use the interest and buy a bicycle and give me my capital. So the boy now do exactly. And the boy get ×2 of that money. That's the interest. He has the 9,000 for his bicycle, and he has 9,000 as interest he keep aside, and the capital he now take it to the father and continue trading with that money. So you can see that it's not all about education. I know education is key, whereby you polish yourself. You can actually know so many things, but you need to fix yourself in a business whereby at least without the education, you can be able to feed yourself. How many civil servants today are boasting of say this is what I have? We don't. But people are boasting today are businessmen.
Okay.
These are people that have money today. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for calling in to be part of the show, Gabriel. It's Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I am your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and this afternoon on Speedy Post, we have we drew something out of a post that sparked a lot of reactions, had a lot of conversations on social media, where an artist said that Nigerians, it's currently experiencing what he called Olodo uprising, where people are so focused on maybe glorifying or even making those that are not educated, people that are not offering any value when it comes to education in society. Those are the people that they are upholding, different from the way that it actually used to be. And that this thing actually raised different reactions in that comment section, where people started fighting about which one is more important, getting the money or like getting that education, because he actually made one streamer an example, a streamer who is not educated, and then said that imagine this kind of person now, that is who someone people are looking up to as role model, simply because he has the money. And then some persons were saying that of course if you have the money, that is how it's supposed to be, what do you need that education for? People are going to school simply because they want to make that money. And some persons were saying that education, there is no way that you can even be comparing it when it comes to money, because it is so important. But what do you think? If you call in quickly, you can still catch up with us. It's 0807 773 3336, 0807 773 3336. It's Speedy Post on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and my name is Marysyntia Hangeior with you on the show this afternoon. And then someone says the danger is that young people now think all they need is phone and data. They don't see the thousands of people who tried the same thing and never made it. And then someone else also says that you don't even have to choose between education and making money. If you have made the money, why not use it to educate yourself? And then caller earlier, that was Gabriel, who says that he believes that education is very important, and but then one thing that he will also say is that someone should not use it as a yardstick to actually making money. If you know that you can be creative, if you can get into another thing that would actually make you money, then that is also something important that you should be combining, not just relying on getting the education. Both of them, according to him, from how he sounds, both of them are important, but then not just focusing on one and then leaving the other. This post actually brought to light the mentality of the average Nigerian right now, the way that people actually think, or the way that we are actually seeing things these days. Because there was a time that someone would tell you that there is nothing more important, than actually getting the education. But from the way that people commented, from the things that people say, you could tell that it has come to that point where someone even says, people actually say that, okay, this is not very important anymore, or this is not actually important. What is important is just getting that money, because we have made education something where that is the only part to
we are just using it as something to actually get money. Just get money for ourselves, not because you are trying to be educated or get anything like that. So that is it for Speedy Post today. I have been your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and we bring Speedy Post to you every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM with more interesting and exciting stories from social media. Also coming up next at 3:55 p.m. if today is your birthday, then Speedy Kids are going to be wishing you a happy birthday. And also up next at 4 p.m. the Speed Lane comes on right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Keep enjoying music of your life. Until then,
Hello, my cutie. Asking Radio is here.